Okay, what you're about to hear right now is my very first attempt at writing and producing a reggae song. Prepare yourself. When it's all said and done, and when you're tired of pleasing. Yikes. Now, I don't know about you, but that absolutely sucked. What's up, guys? My name is Mike. I'm an independent artist living a nomadic lifestyle, trying to figure all this stuff out. And in this video, I'm showing you every mistake I made producing this song. Now, the very first mistake I made is a little bit hard to admit because it's such a noob thing that any other musician would like facepalm right now. You see this right here? This song is not supposed to be that fast. It's not supposed to be 142 beats per minute. So let me just show you what that sounds like with the metronome enabled. When it's all said and so essentially what I did wrong is that this song is now double time of what it's actually supposed to be. It's actually just supposed to sound like this. Check it out. And when you're tired of pleasing everyone. You know, it's supposed to be halftime of 142, which is like 71-ish. Yeah. So I wanted those extra clicks for the metronome so that I could stay better in time. But that means that everything I'm writing is going to be in that double-timed way. And what's worse is this song has a swing feel to it. So it just made things more complicated than it should be. It's not a train smash. All it means is that you're going to have to write everything in double time, but make it feel half time or in our case, normal time. The second mistake I made has to do with me not being a reggae artist at all and not really understanding the whole rhythmic vibe of what reggae is supposed to be. And as you know, most reggae songs have that distinctive chips or chops, as they call it, for the guitar chords. And this was my attempt at that. And for the chorus, I did something basically the same, just a bit more drawn out. And I think I actually preferred the way I did it in the chorus. The final version sounds a lot like this right now. So I don't know if you could hear, but there's quite a lot of timing errors in the verse. The third mistake I made is thinking that I can do anything on the keyboard. In traditional reggae songs, you have that bubble organ to kind of lock in with the guitars and everything else. Okay, so the issue is with that is I'm not a keys player. The timing was seriously off. It doesn't lock in great with the guitars at this point. Okay, so that's most of the mistakes I've made. Now let's move to the final version and I'll show you what it actually starts to sound like piece by piece. All right, so as you can see, we're in the final version of the song. There's a lot more going on than the first one. So this one isn't completely mixed yet. It is in the final stages. Then I'm going to send it for professional mastering. I did a ton of automation. That's what all this stuff is for. Let me zoom out completely so you can see what's going on. So there's a lot of extra effects. There's a lot of tiny details added. And I'll show you everything that I fixed. So I don't know if you noticed, but the first thing that we fixed, not really because it's still in double time, is I just increased the tempo a little bit of the song. So it's actually supposed to be 74 beats per minute because, as we said before, I made the mistake of wanting more clicks in the BPM and that messed with everything. And I was a bit too far in. So I decided, you know what, whatever, let's just keep going. Let's go to the guitars first. Now for the guitars, I realized that it's just not my forte to do reggae. So I decided to contact my good friend Prince. He's an incredible guitar player and is also a fellow cruise ship musician. I basically asked him to be as close to what I wrote as possible and just make it in time and add some extra flair and extra flavor in. And it came out so great. Like, this song sounds almost completely new. Check this out. Now, as you can hear, there's a lot more ghost notes inside those chips, which adds so much flavor to the song. You'll hear it when I finally unmute everything. These two tracks were actually recorded on the ship in my cabin. This is that intro lick from the intro of the song. Sounds so much nicer. He's playing it on like a $3,000 guitar. So yeah, it sounded a lot better than what I did. What I wrote for the bridge was really horrible, but this is what he came up with, and it sounds so great. Just so ethereal and so smooth and so sexy. He actually wrote a solo for the song. There was a bit too much going on, and there were some issues with the files he sent. So instead, we decided on this little piece right here. It's not really a solo per se. It's more of just a little bit extra. And the first time he played this in the cabin, I was blown away. I was so excited. Check this out. There's just so much attitude, man. Damn. It's so simple as well, but I would just not have thought about that. As I showed you earlier, I did record the bubble organ myself and just quantized it a little bit, and this is what the bubble organ sounds like. That's the verse, and it pretty much goes on like that in the chorus as well. And finally, for those shitty vocals you heard earlier, I decided to redo all of that. Some of that was done in the cabin on the ship I was on. But yeah, this is what it sounds like. Of having an opinion when you get cancelled, the label offensive, it makes me not want to talk to you, cause you just contribute to my social anxiety. This isn't really a regular reggae song. What I like to do as an artist is add a lot of swing into my music. I try to stay as traditional I can with the reggae stuff from as far as my knowledge goes on reggae. But I did add a lot of that swing, and that's why you're hearing that. When it's all said and done. And that's why you're hearing that little swing in there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole song. Let's do a final before and after. I used to seek adoration from everyone I meet, and now I come to realize it's all about the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Some folks will hate because they don't like your face. We'll never, ever, ever waste your words on them. It just goes in one ear and out the other. And what's the point of having an opinion when you get cancelled? The label offensive, it makes me not want to talk to you, cause you just contribute to my social anxiety. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If you are an actual reggae producer, feel free to laugh at me, and that's all good. This was all just an experiment. This is all part of a series of me taking 3 months off my cruise ship job to kind of find my voice as an artist. I don't think I would do reggae again. There's just too many things that I feel I need to learn about it first. But I hope this was entertaining for you, and hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks so much.